Today we're going to talk about Superman. No, we're not. I'm just kidding. I know very little about Superman. He was the Man of Steel. I've seen a couple of movies and maybe read a couple of comics. But other than that, so we're going to talk about my favorite guitar players from the 1970s today. And first up I have Michael Schenker of UFO. And I listen to a lot of Michael Schenker. His playing is very, he doesn't use a lot of effects. He plays for the song. And sometimes that's unusual, especially with a little heavier rock format. And I had to buy this 10 CD set to get the albums that I wanted. And the ones I listened to the most were Lights Out and Obsession, which I can't get turned around here, right? Obsession, which I had albums for a long time ago, when I had lots of albums. And next up we have Robin Trower. He's always been one of my favorites since Procol Harum, and I had to buy a little mini box set of his to get his first 5 albums, and I have those in a box set in the other room. But I still have Bridge of Sighs, which is classic. I love Robin Trower's playing, always have, always will. Next up we got Martin Barre of Jethro Tull, and he's always been one of my favorites also from the second Jethro Tull album on. I love his playing, always have. He's just underrated in a lot of respects, but in guitar player lingo he's right up there, #1. Next up I got Jerry Garcia, which I didn't realize. This is from the 60s, but I got most of the Grateful Dead on CD. There's of course Europe 72, and we got Working Men's Dead, and American Beauty, and one of my favorites is Wake of the Flood. I love that album. And I got Shakedown Street and Blues for Allah and Terrapin Station. Now I still need from the Mars Hotel, I believe it's called. I still have to get that one from the 70s. And I got a few of Jerry's solo stuff. Found this in a clothing store, and they had to use CDs, and it was like $1. And I played this thing to death. It's got a lot of traditional stuff. It's called Almost Acoustic. Jerry Garcia acoustic band, and it's called Almost Acoustic. And there's a lot of traditional stuff here and a few covers of, well, look, traditional stuff's covers, but I love this album. Also have a 2 CD box set, a 2 CD affair here. It's got the very best of Jerry Garcia. And I didn't really realize that I was that big a Jerry Garcia fan until I started trying to figure out who my top 5 guitar players were in the 1970s. And a lot of them, you could pick the obvious choice, which I still love. I love Jimmy Page and David Gilmour, but I went with a little different route. My next one, and this is number 5, they're not in any particular order, is Jorma Kaukanen from, well, he started off in the Jefferson Airplane, and I loved him ever since, right from the very beginning. And this is the first Hot Tune album, which is acoustic, and I like players, some of the players that I really like, play both acoustic and they play electric. This one has a little combination of both, but he's an excellent guitar player, both acoustically and electrically, and I like his, he does some traditional blues stuff, like from the Reverend Gary Davis and stuff, so they're my favorite 5, and an honorable mention is Lowell George and his slide playing with Little Feat. Love his playing and love his singing. So, so long.